Let's talk about the formula. Now, this formula is going to help you understand how critical it is to make calls. Now, quantity is number one. The more calls you make, the more opportunities you have. So, when you're calling customers, the most important thing is to remember that every single call is an opportunity for an appointment. Now, this is roughly just a formula, a calculation that I want you to follow. Now, it's going to take you at least minimum of a good 30 calls to simply set up an appointment. Now, if you want to set up 5 appointments, that means you're going to have to make minimum of 30 times 5. Now, that's about 150 calls. Now, it's not impossible. We have the dialer, so it's pretty easy. You just need to focus. Now, from these 5 appointments that you're making, you may be able to make more, but from these 5 appointments that you're making every single day, now it's mandatory to keep in mind that from 5 appointments, most likely a good 40 to 50% are going to show up. Now, my goal is to help you to increase the percentage to 70 to 80%, which means if you're setting up 5 appointments, at least 4 of them are going to show up. Now, if you're able to accomplish those percentages, then that means you're doing fantastic. Now, keep in mind, it also has to do with the closing, with the information that you offer, with the confirmation of the confirmation number, the concept of selling the confirmation. All of these are factors. The follow-up, constantly follow up. Don't forget, sir, we have an appointment for today. This is Rudy. I'm leaving you a message. I appreciate the opportunity you gave me yesterday. Just wanted to remind you, you have an appointment today at 2 p.m. And I want you to take advantage of this. I'll see you within that time. So all of these things have to do with the percentage of them showing up. But most importantly, the quantity. Now, if you're making 60, 70, 80, 90 calls a day, you're not going to set up more than 1 or 2 appointments. Now, your goal is to set up at least minimum of 5 appointments every single day. The way you're going to accomplish this is by making sure, number one, that you're working on the quantity. You should be calling calls. The more calls, the better. Closing. How are you closing? Are you using the right closing tools? Are you really making the quote realistic enough to convince them? Are you closing the appointment? Number three, are you making it realistic enough for them to get convinced of the information that you're offering? Number four, are you offering and selling the concept of the confirmation number? And number five, are you really following up? You need to call them. You can call them a day before their appointment if you have an appointment for the next couple of days. Call them in the morning. Call them 30 minutes or 45 minutes before their appointment. And then if they don't show up, you need to call them. So literally, all of our appointments, we're going to call them at least a couple of times. There's no harm at all. If they get upset, you tell them, sir, you should appreciate the fact that I'm calling you and reminding you because I care about your situation. Since I care so much, I'm calling you because I want to make sure you make it into the office. No one's going to get upset when you tell them, I care about your situation. This company really cares and devotes their energy and time to making sure that we help our community. They're going to appreciate it. They're going to love it because it's different. Not everybody does this. Not everybody takes this approach. So once again, the formula, quantity. 30 calls, you're going to be able to set up 1 appointment. If you want to set up 5 appointments a day, that means minimum of 150 calls every single day. Now, it doesn't matter if you call the same customers that you called 2 days ago, or you called same customers from last week, or the same customers from yesterday. As long as you're constantly calling them, unless they show up or unless they tell you I'm no longer interested, you're going to keep calling them. So follow this formula, 5 appointments a day, 30 calls to be able to get 1 appointment, 150 calls a day. That should give you an opportunity of generating and setting up 5 appointments.